Welcome in, everyone, to our Crack Brackets coverage of Week 4 of the 2023 USTA SoCal Pro Series. Alex Gruskin here, joined by my partner in crime, Brian Fenley, as we get to ring in another exciting championship Sunday in Southern California. Of course, this week we're at the Jack Kramer Club, and guess what? I can show you the beauty of the Jack Kramer Club as you see the scenery across the board here. It's a beautiful day for tennis, no doubt about it, in Los Angeles. We have a couple of fun finals on our hands. Before we get to them, I will introduce my dear partner in crime, Brian Fenley. What are you looking forward to most today?
I'm looking forward to seeing if this storied run for Fangran Tien. It's as if you get her in a SoCal event and she is in a final. It's just what happens. It's a weekly tradition here for her, and she has won one of those two of her two final appearances previously. Now a third. Can she get it done against Jessica Alsola? As you know, Alex, those two are familiar with each other, having played and faced off on the college front for them.
No, absolutely. And in that moment, it was actually Jessica Alsola who clinched her Cal Berkeley Bears victory over the UCLA Bruins. Now, Alsola is at the number 2 singles position, worth noting. Fangran Tien at the top spot, so those two did not face off head-to-head, but there will be no need to watch the film. All you got to do is text coach, get the scouting report in our women's singles final, and throughout the course of today's match, of course, we'll discuss how each Fangran Tien, Jess Alsola, both teenagers, by the way, 19 years old each reached today's singles final. Of course, the men's side's going to be fun as well, and look, are these two teenagers? No. Are they still young in their ascents on the Pro Tour? Absolutely, as you have the 20-year-old Quinn van de Castile taking on 21-year-old Omni Kumar. They're getting ready to rock and roll point number 1 over there, Brian. But before they get started, you saw the semifinals yesterday. What'd you see from those two? What should we expect today?
I think Van de Castile is an elite returner. He used that against a big server, Ryan Segerman, in the semifinal. We'll see just how aggressive he is with his return positioning. And then for a player like Kumar, as we get this underway, he's a fighter. He's going to make a lot of balls, and he's good at passing. So beware, Alex, if you come to the net and think you're going to win a point, because he'll whip one right by you in tight windows.
It is the 20-year-old Van de Castile serving on the far side. The rising 4th year at Oregon will technically have a 5th year available. He's that last class of COVID-eligible students.
We had a cool chance, Alex, to talk to both of these guys yesterday off their wins in the semis, but for Van de Castile said he's not too surprised at how well he's playing. Had a good season, finishing things up at Oregon, and has been training a ton. And think about this. This is just his second appearance in this series, a quarterfinalist showing, and then backing that up with now entrance into a final.
You're absolutely right. And look, first final in the career for Quinn van de Castile. Reached his first quarterfinal at a pro event in singles last week. So absolutely making the most of the opportunities presented by this SoCal Pro Series. For Omni Kumar, 11th career pro final, first in the States. Also first not in Monastir, Tunisia. He's had a lot of success playing the series of futures events there. Of course, it's so convenient to play there. You get 5-6 consecutive weeks of futures action. And for the record, that's exactly what Chris Boyer and the USTA SoCal are trying to create with this Pro Series. Similar sequence of opportunities.
And that's the thing, Alex. We were watching Ayeni as we get the women's singles final underway as well. Ayeni and Kumar in the semis. Ayeni, much more, as you know, a very aggressive player. He's great when he's clicking on those down the line shots, but for Kumar, he's going to let his opponent try and make more mistakes, bait them into being more aggressive or feeling like they can do that. And he's just going to ride the unforced errors and try to take that to victory. Van Grand Tien surfing first game, but in trouble on the right side of your screen against Al Sola.
First break point fought off by Tien. I'll tell you what, you talk about the contrast of styles in our men's final. We have the same thing for the women. Van Grand Tien, it's much heavier ball, top spin-centric, so aggressive from that baseline, as is El Sola, but she hits a much flatter ball. She's much more in the on-the-rise, beach it to the spot, almost like we saw with Sarah Davatilla last week, if you tuned in. So two fun contrasts of styles. And it's an early break for Al Sola, 1-love. Again, Van Grand Tien, as you alluded to, her third final in the USTA SoCal Pro Series this season. She's only played 3 events, 13-1 overall. She won a title in week 2. Of course, she won an NCAA singles title the week prior to the start of this SoCal Pro Series. Top 800 for her for the first time next week. And yet here's Jess El Sola saying, don't forget about me.
Tien has not dropped a set this week and has lost over the course of the 5 wins so far, make that 4 wins so far, just losing 18 total games. Was broken just twice yesterday on 3 opportunities for Kimmy Hance, and from the start, a bit of a hiccup as Al Sola toes the line. By the way, on the men's side, that's just a 3rd deuce point in this opening game. He's going to work those forehands deep, Kumar, and is going to do a great job of just acting as a backboard. You talk about a heavier ball. I think that's what Kumar likes to do, but he can move it around so nicely with different range. Here comes a break chance for Kumar.
Well, I think Quinn Van de Casteel's match yesterday took less time than that opening service game, Brian.
Yeah, that match took 59 minutes. And I'll tell you what, we're about, 10% or more into that 59 minutes, 7-minute first game. And it featured 3 deuces. And on a first break chance, a double fault squanders the hopes of the qualifier in trying to get on good footing in a strong, promising start. He'll have some extra work here now to try and battle back.
And it'll be a quick changeover, so we'll leave it on your screen. Meanwhile, could anything be less surprising, Brian, than Fang Rantian has breakpoint chances right back to kick off this match?
No surprise at all. And she is coming in 19 of her last 20 matches she's won. That includes the NCAA tournament run. How about this, Alex? Broke 6 of 7 times yesterday. Very efficient in that category.
Yeah, Kimmy Hands just couldn't hurt her. And that's the thing for El Sola. Again, she'll use Tien's pace against her, use her aggressive positioning to manufacture some extra opportunities, as you see Van de Castile right back at it in Kumar's opening service game. But it's going to be a real tug of rope in the women's singles final. Both of them at their best when they're inside the baseline dictating. Just given her form, I don't know how you pick against Fang Rantian, but it's worth noting Jessica El Sola, yes, it was at the number 2 position primarily. She went 19-1 in dual match play this year. Into a second pro final of her career, she's played some really good ball.
Coming into this third game on the women's singles finals side, the returner had won 8 of the first 10 points. And if you were to ask me, Alex, before this match that would happen, I don't think that I would have foreseen that. But that's where we are after they trade service breaks. That is the passing shot that we just saw perfected by Kumar that he used as a lethal weapon yesterday in the semifinal against Ayeni. It shows up again. He is so diligent in when to use it. The timing was right. The accuracy just as good. And Van de Castile is going to have this in his mind to say, hey, I might want to rethink the strategy of coming forward. Kumar is so good at finding those windows. Tien, after that missed return from El Sola, is 3 of 6 from the line to start.
Tell you what, the Omni Kumar backhand is so fascinating. It's a one-hander, but not really. It's a late release on that really doesn't release that second hand until he makes contact. I haven't seen a technique quite like it.
Likes to bring that spin on the backhand, but he has to be careful of giving off short balls with that backhand, because that's where Ayeni was able to tee off, and he would take any invitation to come forward and transition with a short ball. Now Sola misses what could have been an easy put away, and after weathering a break chance, Tien has the luxury of a game point.
It's well done by El Sola. And that's what I mean. Again, so good at absorbing, redirecting that pace, following that in forward.
And I love her commitment to
Yep.
force feeding it to Tien's backhand and waiting for that chance. Where's that short ball coming? Okay, I'm coming forward, all that open space down the line. Now I'll take it down the line. And there is that nice look down the line to stave off Kumar. Van de Castile takes a game point away from his third-seeded opponent. And they have had deuce points in their first two games, just as Tien and El Sola are dealing with the game that's gone into deuce.
Beautiful lob from Tien. She puts a hold on a board for 2-1. That's just scrappy. Van de Castile takes rips.
He does, and he got a good backhand off the return of serve to get to his forehand, and those are opportunities that he knows he's got to convert on.
Yeah, I don't hate it, especially this early in the match.
It was Kumar winning a 14-point opening game. He is able to come through with the hold thanks to an ace. And to Castile in an early hole.
It's the first point Van de Castile's won with a second serve. It's a 14-point opening game. Lost all 7 points. He didn't land a first serve.
That's really a telling stat. And then followed by a 10-point second game. Just saw our 25th point of the match happen there. And as you said, a good one for Van de Castile. So how does El Sola find her serve again after it was taken away from her in the last game?
I mean, so much of it is sample size related. She made one first serve in the opening game. That's just not going to be good enough today. You start there. Castile, jeez. How many Kumar doesn't love the call? Didn't love a few calls yesterday either. Not going to matter. Game point chance for Van de Castile. Van de Castile gets on the board. That's more the pace we saw in his semifinal victory. Still, it's Omni Kumar, the number 3 seed up in early break. 2-1 on center court. Take you over to 8, our women's singles final. Here comes Fangran Tien.
She creates Alex a lot of chances offensively for herself with that forehand, and she implements a little added width as she gets more comfortable in the rally. Tien. More unease on the serve for Alsola.
It's great 1-2 combination, and that has to be the play. Deep pace into that Tien backhand. So good at creating opportunities with her forehand. Still has another look at a breakpoint shot here for 3 straight games as they're out of the chairs. Take you back to the split screen.
A wobbly forehand from Tien, and that is 3 straight points for Alsola. After digging herself, or no, I beg your pardon, that's 2 straight points, and saves 2 break chances in this 4th game. Excuse me, Fangran Tien breaks. And her backhand, Alex, has been so steady.
Yeah. Played a loose first game, has made what, 1 unforced error since?
She's been on a tear, just about blemish free.
I did the math. This is her 14th pro event. It's her 5th career pro final. It's pretty good for a 19-year-old.
That's a pretty good ratio
Make
for
the finals of a third of the events you play.
Let's go.
And the question for Omni Kumar, how can he get on his front foot?
With that consistency that Tien brings, do you feel like there's some added pressure for Alsola to try some things that normally she wouldn't, a bit out of character with some of the aggressive shots she's taking?
I don't know that I do. This is where she was yesterday. Now, again, it's a little harder to execute that game style when the ball is coming at you as heavy as it does when you're facing a Fangran Tien. Oh, we've seen her throwing that serve and volley. That's new to the playbook, that kick, serve, serve, and volley. But no, if you're Alsola, stay the course. Not going to win playing passively, so I don't mind the aggressive errors to start.
It's a service hold in 5 points, which is half the amount of time it took to hold in game 3 for Tien. 10-point hold there for her through deuce. Staved off a break chance. We got Van de Castile.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, go for it.
No, I was going to say Van de Castile's been flirting with this now. Hitting his forehand so aggressively. I know he's down on the scoreboard. I think he's off to a pretty solid start. Especially for a first pro final, how freely he's swinging. That's the ball. That's the ball that will decide how far Quinn Van de Castile goes with his tennis. That forehand is just a weapon. And he unloads on one into the backhand corner of Kumar, draws the error. Back on serve 2-all.
Van de Castile has won 8 of the last 10 points in this match. Unforced error gets in the way for the 20-year-old.
Oh, he almost got there. Good wheels from Kumar, just not quite enough.
Hovering that line and then depositing that forehand little drop volley there from Van de Castile.
Hey, he thought he was on a grass court. It was a little too casual. Oh, but that's serving to the Kumar backhand, just with the technique. I don't know what Kumar does. Van de Castile's identified it.
I think he also knows that Kumar can't really generate, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, a lot of offense from his backhand.
Yeah, exactly. You know you're going to get a look at a forehand if you're Van de Castile in targeting that wing. Fangran Tien, ridiculous. She missed that one wide. Backhand down the line, firing for El Sola now. That's why you live with the misses earlier. It's a ball you're going to have to make.
And that is a ball that Van de Castile made with such precision and delicate, a fancy finish.
It was a fancy finish. I agree.
It was.
He gave it a little ooh.
Yeah. There was some extra pizzazz to it.
Wasn't quite chutzpah, but it was pizzazz.
It was pizzazz, yeah, in the echelon of the ladder of what you'd want to describe it.
Yeah.
And he goes right through Kumar. And that is 3 games in a row for the qualifier.
Meanwhile, Jess El Sola finds 3 beautiful backhands on the line to steady the ship. Her first hold of the match. Look, I don't know if anyone at this level can stop Fangran Tien right now. The 19-year-old, again, looking for her 3rd pro title in the past 52 weeks, 2nd pro title of this 2023 USTA SoCal Pro Series. 13-1 in 3 weeks of competition, but I think El Sola's got as good a shot as any. It's just her willingness to keep swinging. Willingness to step inside the baseline.
Keeping up with a pattern of serving out wide on those first 2 points. Tien out early to a lead in this 7th game.
Do you see how flat El Sol is with those ground strokes? How she really gets that momentum moving forward. Finishes through the ball more so than outside the ball. Versus Fangran Tien, who, I mean, just so clearly the racket speed, the topspin she generates. Fangran Tien holds for 5-2, as she has all week long, cruising towards another set. She hasn't played a set closer than 6-3 this week. We'll see if Jessel Sola can make a little bit of a push, make this first set competitive. Still just a single break for what it's worth.
Just a single break, and Tien coming off getting broken at Laval at 15. Has totally turned things around in her favor. Just how much can you get Van de Castile on the run? Can you get him on the run? And if he wants to hit aggressive shots, he might be able to find a couple of errors. That's the kind of fight that Van de Castile used to win yesterday. Taking away the threat of the serve and volley from Kumar, and that court coverage was premium.
That Fangran Tien forehand is just ruthless. And it does feel like with every passing week, she becomes more and more confident, not just hitting that ball, but moving in behind it.
Well, that's a good shot from Alsola in her hopes of trying to extend this opening set. Excellent. That's the kind of shot that I know, Alex, that you have to be applauding from Tien. She goes hard down the line, takes away some of that heaviness, plays the game that Alsola likes to play, flat down the line, backhand winner.
Elite. Elite from Van de Castile as a 1-2. And man, you're right. Omni Kumar's got wheels. That can only do so much.
Now there's a great pattern change from Alsola.
That's been the winning play, that backhand line. She's had success with that 5-6 times now. And even if this set gets away, you're absolutely right as you described it. Winning pattern. That's the one.
He's on the brink of a second hold. She had held at 15, but could not handle the big hitting backhand on a second serve that went right back to her feet and stifled any response.
Just dropped good, so it's not only a break point, it's a set point chance for Tien. First set, Fangran Tien, again, has yet to play a set closer than 6-3 this week. She already captured a doubles title here at the Jack Kramer Club. Why not add a singles title to her collection? Did Kumar win that point, or are we going to have a double changeover situation? We are not. It's going to be deuce over on center court, so that's where we're going to head. Yeah, that is 9 sets up, 9 sets down for Fangran Tien this week on the singles court.
Keep in mind that last week, or when she won in San Diego.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I beg your pardon. She only, if I'm not mistaken, lost just 1 set over the course of the tournament.
And I think she's lost 3 sets total in her last now 14 and a half matches. Credit to Megan McRae, how she beat her. We might remember that as the last time Fangran Tien ever lost. When they put the plaque up in Newport, Brian. The stat, who's the, again, it'll be trivia night 6 years from now. Who's the last person to beat Fangran Tien? And we'll know.
Oh, we will.
It was Megan McRae.
It sounds as if she's on the acceptance list for next week, if I heard you correctly.
It's going to be a fun week of action, of course, at the Irvine Tennis Club. Most physical point of the match.
Epic rally.
And it feels like that's the pace Omni Kumar wants to play at, right, Brian? He may have lost that point, but that's Kumar ball.
Yeah, because there are points in that point where he could have gone for more with some of those shots, but that's just not where his comfort level is. He's not going to take too many risks. unless he's really pressured in the corners. This is our third game of this opening set into a deuce.
And he's got him in the torture chamber now. It's another break point chance for Kumar. Get you back over, obviously, to the second set of TNL Sola as soon as it gets underway. I'm keeping an eye on the scoreboard. Don't you worry. Oh, cannon.
By the way, these are the first break points on Van de Castile's serve since the opening game. In a 14-point opening game that he lost after 3 deuces.
Van de Castile's trying to say, no, I'll play this game. I'm willing.
Impressively defending well on the backhand, stretching out, hitting some squash forehands, and probably isn't the kind of game that Van de Castile wants to get involved in, but he sure held his own there. Another physical point. We saw a little bit of everything there from Van de Castile. Forehand, slice backhands, two-hand backhands with topspin, and he outlasts Kumar in that monstrous exchange from the back.
No, I don't hate this game style. I don't hate this tactical choice. Van de Castile saying, all right, I'm making some errors. You beat me. Prove you can. Prove you can do something other than me giving you the point. And again, Kumar spreads the court so well. But it's a lot of that for Van de Castile. He's giving the errors. And again, Kumar does not like a call on the baseline. I apologize. Got distracted. We do have action again. Phangran Tien holds for an opening 1-love lead.
It was a love hold for Tien.
Oh, what a return. And not to be too simplistic, but the story of this match, Alsola 14 of 27 on first serves, making about 52%. Tien's 23 of 28.
But isn't that the kind of risk you run, Alex, on a second serve hitting to a Tien forehand?
No, absolutely. Look, Elsola's struggling with the first serve. She's trying to find that backhand. She's in some serious jeopardy right now. I ask you, you're on the grounds at the Jack Kramer Club. It looks beautiful. How sunny is it out there? What are they looking at out on court?
There is not a cloud in the sky, and the players have talked about how the court conditions are slow, really slow. So wind isn't too much of a factor, maybe about 5 miles per hour. That's not as big of a deal as it was at Barnes.
Sure. This is the game point chance for Van de Castile. Another long, winding deuce game on the Van de Castile serve. Welcome to Omni Kumar ball. It's just gonna make you earn it.
You'd think that for Alsola, she can get on her front foot if she makes those first serves, but just, as you said, having a hard time making those first serves. There it goes, the service game for the returner, Tien, as she pounds the backhand side with the forehand. Forces an error off her 8-seeded opponent, who has lost 8 of 10 games in this Sunday final.
It's just remarkable. The efficiency, the relentlessness, the decisiveness. Oh, Van de Castile under 50% on serves. And Omni Kumar finally makes him pay. Another long deuce service game going the way of the 21-year-old Kumar. He now has a 4-3 break lead in set number 1.
Trying to mix things up with a loopier backhand. And Fangran Tien is facing a break chance. It'd be 1540.
Now it'll be 2-1. We'll see if the scoreboard updates here. There we go, 2-1 now. Alsola does break back. Gets us back on serve in the second set. A long way to go still. For Alsola, the key, land some first serves, find some rhythm. An easy hold would be exactly what she'd like. Would be what the doctor would order for her. Coming up in that second set.
Easy holds have been hard to find in this men's final.
Absolutely.
It's almost as if Kumar is inviting Van de Castile to try to take that backhand and get some offense off of it. Some of his own, Kumar's backhands, are landing short. He's saying, all right, let's see what you can do. Can you keep it in play? It's tempting to go after it hard, and unforced error there.
And Van de Castile went empty the tank mode, right? In that last service game, tried to play at the Kumar pace. Now you see a wave of errors and, dare I say, a dejected Van de Castile on the other side of the net. All you can do is respect the efforts of the number 3 seed. I mean, every point the effort's the same. That's a frustrated error off the racket of Quinn Van de Castile. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say he was looking for the next game on that shot. That was an indication. Going for way too much on the runaround on a second serve. But as you said, that's the frustration that Kumar can have on his opponents. And Kumar had said, we were talking to him yesterday, he said that there were a couple weeks where he wasn't playing pro tennis and just took a few weeks to train and really work on the mentals and strengthening that along with his fitness. And has to be pretty pleased with his start.
It's up to Van de Castile.
Yeah, it's a lot
to lock in. Yeah, suffer what you have to against Kumar. No one's been willing to this week.
What a lesson in fitness and stamina that he just brings all of that out.
And now he's got set points, so you see the break point chance for Tien to get right back out in front. But now it's Omni Kumar, a set point chance.
And these points are not as long as they once were between Van de Castile and Kumar, signaling with early errors that Van de Castile, who comes up with the goods right there, needed to do just that. But I think if you lengthen the points, Kumar is just going to have more of a advantage in winning these points.
Yeah, the problem is Van de Castile just cannot land that first forehand. So it's another set point for Kumar. Fangran does break, so she's back out in front.
Well, that's how you get it done from Alsola. That has to be encouraging for her. Some big strikes with the forehand.
Ridiculous touch. Van de Castile does escape with his first long hold of the match, but still, Omni Kumar will serve for the opening set on center. Coming up in a moment. Meanwhile, Tien now 2 points away from consolidating.
That's right in her wheelhouse, and just not a mistake that you're going to see a lot from the world number 811. That pattern showing up again out wide with the serve, then get the forehand, take it to the opposite side. I'm really starting to like that forehand from Alsola, and she's not afraid of going bold and brazen with it. The aspirations of a breakback.
That kick serve, that's lethal. Yeah, that just into everything else she's got in her bag of tricks. Yeah, Alsola, to her credit, scoreboard may not reflect it. She stayed aggressive. Had plenty of looks.
And she hasn't been discouraged with errors. She just keeps going at it and keeps playing her game.
Case in point.
That is something that she can really build on as she loads up in a big rip. Siphons another break chance.
Fangran, she goes kick wide on break point 1. She goes slice T on break point 2. Come on.
Nothing is comfortable if you're returning against her. Nothing predictable. Stumbles upon a game point after A wayward forehand from the Canadian.
Fangran holds. That allows us to go full court for this set point chance. 21-year-old Omni Kumar looking to put himself halfway towards a 5th career pro singles title. Well, not quite yet.
Slight exhale from Van de Castile. A lob sent long, and so many times we saw Kumar pull off the pass yesterday, opts for the lob, and it's a hard one to architect.
First set to Omni Kumar. 6-4, he takes the opener.
So many, I was going to say, so many hard-fought points between those two. Long rallies. That is her game. Get really ambitious with the forehand, and she is awarded with a winner. Tien has won 17 more points than the server Alsola.
Yeah, I mean, Alsola's been broken in 5 of 6 service games. She's won 5 of 16 second serve points, which is rough enough. She's also just won 10 of 22 first serve points. And this speaks to the fact that unless you have an overwhelming elite weapon, it's just really hard to hurt Fangran Tien right now.
He's able to attack with that first ball on the backhand side and
it's been the only
down
play,
the line.
really.
Yeah, doesn't seem to have a whole lot of, and not to say that she doesn't have this, but moving forward, adept play at the net. Haven't seen that infiltrate her game. Seems a lot more content and at ease from the baseline.
Oh, and then she does things like that, and your jaw just drops. She now has break point, dare I say, de facto match point. She'll serve for the title.
That's 11 of 12 games won since going down love 2 for TN. And another short attackable ball from Alsola results in an unforced error. This is Van de Castile. A change of shirt here and hopefully a change in outlook along with his outer look in this second set.
No, I don't know what more Alsola can do there. It's a perfect point. Phang Tien just finds the bump lob, and then that swinging volley. That had chutzpah. So now she's 3 points away. Point chance for Van de Castile to get set 2 going. All right, looks like we're gonna have time with Quinn and with Kumar and Van de Castile for a little bit. That's the first double fault of the match for Tien. But just a reminder, again, she's played 3 USTA SoCal Pro Series events. She's won 2 doubles titles. She's made 3 singles finals. She won a singles title in week 2. And now a shot to sweep the singles and doubles once again here at the Jack Kramer Club, 3 points away.
Can't begin to imagine what mentally she's thinking now with her 2 double faults of the match coming when trying to serve it out.
And yet it's a break point chance now here.
Yeah, second one at 30-40.
Oh, it's the right swing. I got no problem with it.
But she's really hurting her chances with those stepping into the court, transition like attackable balls. Over the top the lob, and a match point enters the picture after the well-judged backhand sails over the head of Alsola.
The story continues for the 19-year-old Fangran Tien. It's title number 3 of her career, her second on the USTA SoCal Pro Series, her second at the Jack Kramer Club as well. Fangran Tien, 6'2", 6'1", your winner of the women's singles title here this week. And just quickly to put a final bow on this story, 3-1 over Kimmy Hance, 3-3 over Nguyen, 3-1 over Cataldi, 3-1 over Larkey in round 1. Now 2-1 today in the final. She sweeps singles and doubles, not for the first time, for the second time, as she did it in week number 2 on this USTA SoCal Pro Series as well. Fangran Tien, your winner in San Diego. You see her and Kimmy Hance partnered to win the doubles there as well. Of course, Fangran Tien adding another trophy to her shelf after yesterday. She captured the doubles title with 18-year-old Renan Okuwaki. Didn't drop a set all week, Brian. That's the definition of dominance.
It is, and that final in doubles was against the 1 seeds in the women's draw. So just gets you thinking where this talent can go and how much she has in front of her. It's going to be so exciting. I know she revealed to you, Alex, that she wants to get home a little bit this summer to China and visit with her family. But how do you step away from the game in these tournaments? We still have a couple of weeks of the USTA Pro Circuit SoCal Series, and how would you pull away knowing the dominance and this storied, decorated, historic run that you have carved out for yourself?
14-1. 14-1. She's dropped no more than 6 games in a singles match this week. Maybe you're ready for a new clientele, or a new, dare I say, clientele's the wrong word, but new wave of competition. You want to go test yourself. Certainly the ranking now will jump into the top 800. If she can approach 600, 500 in the world, now you can start getting into 25K events. I certainly think the level she's playing is top 400 in the world, and it wouldn't shock me at all to see her competing in 60Ks. You know, again, that next level by the end of the year. That's how good the tennis she's playing right now is. You rack off a 14-1 stretch, again, any level. Pros, college, juniors, local club tennis. You have my attention. And Omni Kumar right now has all of our attention. Kumar. A look perhaps at an early break, and you just wonder if that might be the final nail that pushes Quinn van de Castile over the edge, mounting frustration at the end of set 1. Lost a couple of 10-plus point service games. Sort of set the course of that first set scoreline. And now a double fault leads to triple break point. Uh-oh, Brian.
Yeah, this is not good, and giving Kumar gifts, and 3 of them. The 3 seed looking really good. He is seeking his second 15K title this year, won one already in Tunisia.
Oh. And if that serve hit, it didn't hit by much. But now the match is squarely in the hands of 21-year-old Omni Kumar. 6-4, 2-1 lead. And look, as impressive as Fangran Tien has been, Brian, Omni Kumar has had himself a week. He's yet to drop a set. You saw him yesterday, straight sets over Olafi Ayeni. Made easy work of his first 3 opponents as well. Right now, you look for Omni Kumar, entered the week 410 in the world rankings. You look at him in the current live rankings, Omni Kumar currently sitting at 415, but a win today should get him back up to right around 400 in the world, and that's when you're in the challenger zone. Isn't that right, Brian?
That is, and his last 2 tournaments before this week were in the challenger zone. He's played a total of 5 challengers this year. And, you know, having a great week like this, you drop a level, you refine that confidence, and maybe after first round exits and second round losing in qualifying at challengers at Tyler and Little Rock respectively, this could be the saving grace for him to refine that mojo.
Meanwhile, Quinn Van de Castile coming through qualifying, just for what it's worth, straight set winner yesterday over Ryan Segerman. Again, first pro final in the 20-year-old's career, so absolutely something to build on. He's going to have to find something here. Down a set and a break. Kumar serving on the far side.
You are Van de Castile. You got to see more of that as far as Kumar hitting his forehand off of his back foot. Keep the point shorter. Go for more chances at risks. The more physical, the more it favors Kumar. And a rush of big forehands and one to finish it down the line to create the opportunity up the middle on the finishing shot. Just 13 return points won by Van de Castile to the 30 from Kumar. Make it number 14. Challenging that serve and putting an abrupt end to the point. He was broken in the last game, so break lead for Kumar. He has won a total of 8 more points than his opponent. Just wide, that sharp angle, but that Kumar forehand is taking his opponent on a thrill ride all over the court. Pinning down Van de Castile on his backhand side, and then Kumar launches down the line, forcing Van de Castile to try some low percentage like shots. An entertaining endurance battle that was, and it ends with a cross-court miss from Van de Castile. Stutters first in that long-winded rally. And Kumar on the cusp of winning his 9th game. We were talking to him last match after the semifinals, and he mentioned just how slow these courts were. And for someone who is as defensively elite and talented as he is, that's going to bode well for his arsenal of weaponry. Right on by the pass. And Van de Castile finds himself in a precarious spot. Down a set and a break. After a yeoman's work-like hold from Kumar. Just keep hitting these flyers, popping them up. Has been prevented from dictating. A rare sighting in air. Those are hard to find and come by for Kumar, and that is just how he gains the upper hand against the hard-hitting opposition that he normally faces. He is just all over the court. There is nothing that he cannot run down. Chasing down everything. And in doing so, taking away offensive looks and openings. Van de Castile again. Alexi tries that in the court backhand off the let cord and out. And in a daunting position.
It's, yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. It's the patience. Much like me waiting for you to finish the sentence. He needs to be more patient.
That's a great point. The shot tolerance is well in the bag for Kumar. He wins that point, but he's in the torture chamber. And this is exactly what we saw. It's funny, not in let's try that in English. It's hard in every match to point to a moment where you say, this was the moment where things turned. But the 3-all service game of Quinn Van de Castile in set number 1. It was a long deuce service game. That was the game Van de Castile said, okay, let's play at this Kumar pace. Trying that again here as he digs in for one more push, but it means we're playing at Kumar's tempo. And that's just not a good thing given the results he's put up this week. Not so much. A 20-point 3-all game.
That's a lot, right?
That is a lot. We had a 14, as you mentioned, we had a 14-point
opening game,
a 10-point second game.
And honestly, he might have missed twice there. I don't know if the serve missed, but that backhand certainly did. And so now Omni Kumar, one hand on the trophy. Double break lead, 6-4, 4-1. I've always wanted to say that. And this is the first time it feels properly fitting, right? Just given the tempo, given where things stand. And if you're just joining us, Alex Gruskin, Brian Fenley here. Let's recap who captured our titles. 3 of the 4 already in the books so far here this week. We'll start on the men's side of things. Men's doubles final yesterday was a fun one. Nate Ponwith, Eduardo Nava. Good photo choices by super producer Daniel Westoff. That is a smiling Eduardo Nava. Honestly, kind of looks like Will Blumberg there. There's a little
He
doppelganger,
does.
right?
Now, if you brought that up to Will, what do you think he'd say?
He'd say, well, he's already got Emilio, and I'm blanking on his other brother who played at Xavier, who was also very good at tennis. He'd be like, he doesn't need me. But yeah, I see some Nava Blumberg lineage. Of course, Nate Ponwith, Eduardo Nava, excellent yesterday in a 4-3 win over Claveri and Godzik. Joining them in the winner's circle in the women's doubles side of things, Fangran Tien, the 19-year-old, partners with Renan Akawaki. Second title in the career for Akawaki in doubles, second of the Pro Series in doubles for Tien. Of course, we saw her capture the women's singles title earlier today as well. Dominant in a 2-1 victory over Jessica Alsola. Who's going to join her as our final champion here this week? Amni Kumar's looking the part, 6'4", 4-1. He'll serve. That backhand will never stop being fascinating to me. I just don't get how he does it. It's like a hold, loose. It's like a trebuchet.
And I guess you can expect and understand why he would use it then.
It's unpredictable. You don't know if it's slice or topspin. You're absolutely right.
Very few errors off of Kumar's racket today. He has just been a juggernaut.
Show off.
I can't remember a time where I saw Kumar hit back-to-back errors.
It's striking. It really is. That's how solid. And again, it's his 11th pro final. First in the career for Van de Castile. That does matter.
Couldn't turn that one in, and looks like we might have, yeah, a break chance First time that's, I was going to say, yeah, the first break chance on Kumar's serve in the second set.
Man, it's the first loose game we've seen him play. You spotted it right away. Pulling at his legs a little, too. It's the best way for Kumar to win that point. It's the worst way for Van de Castile to lose it. Can't be giving Omni Kumar anything for free. I'd expect a little kick wide here. Or flat wide, sure.
That's ace number 2.
That counts as me predicting it, right? Didn't get the spin right, but I got the spot. Is that a half win?
It's a full win because it's a full ace.
Pointed it out when Tien did it earlier. Worth noting again now. What was the difference there? Kumar goes flat/kick wide, then goes slice wide on the next, showing all the spins, all the spots. You got to have every tool at this level. And it's what put Omni Kumar 1 game away from the title.
I noticed something, Alex. It seems like Kumar likes to hit off the back foot, even by choice, with his shots.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him something pretty decent to look at with the slice, and forehand misses from Kumar.
This is the luxury of 5-1. Grip, rip. There will be no additional energy expended from here on in. Swing harder.
Clearly, those are the kind of shots and points, back-to-back misses, both in the court for Van de Castile, that just show you the energy depletion that he's dealing with, and the blazing sun. It's not incredibly hot out here, Alex, but the court is warm. It absorbs the heat, and these guys have been on the court now, 5th match this week. So
yeah, 7th for Van de Castile, right, coming through qualifying.
Sure.
And yeah, just as relentless as the sun has been Kumar all 90 minutes.
Exceptional coverage. And he gets a volley to work this time. And irregardless of the outcome, Amanda Castile and the overall sum of the week has to garner a whole lot of belief and faith and confidence in where his game is and where it's going.
Fourth double fault of the match. Takes us to our first match point. On the racket of Omni Kumar. Woo! Yeah, that was good. It was.
Kumar looking back just to double check. It looked as if it tagged the line.
By the way, the life is balance. You throw in a double fault, you mix it in with an ace.
Is that just a bit too much from Kumar?
It was a little bit extra, and he might have popped the string.
Go back into the bag and grab a new stick.
That serve's been the issue for him today. Making just 51% of his first serves. Fifth double fault of the match.
2 in this game, 1 at a game point. Riding and stretching out. Forehand falls short. Match point, take 2 for Kumar.
It's a first title on U.S. soil for 21-year-old Omni Kumar. His 11th pro circuit final of his career. It yields title number 5 for the 21-year-old. 6'4", 6'1". He also does not drop a set this week, Brian Fenley, on his way to the title. What a run for the 21-year-old. What a week.
What a week, what a run it's been for him. His last ITF 15K title came in April in Tunisia. Was a finalist in another one in May, but as you said, first one in the United States. And for the Irvine, California resident looking for a second ITF singles title of the year, he did it, and he got his first on the USTA Pro Circuit SoCal Series. And at 410 in the world, this is just going to positively impact his world ranking coming off this memorable, never going to be forgotten week of success and run he had.
Absolutely. Talked about the comfort level of playing at home. Of course, a U.S. Open an Indian Wells qualifying wild card on the line for the player that can accumulate the most points. Puts himself in a position perhaps to be there for that, as you see Peter Smith directing our post-tournament trophy presentation. We're going to remind you all who won the trophies here, and then we're going to sign off from our broadcast. Again, what a week 4 it was of this USTA SoCal Pro Series. You see, in women's doubles, Fangran Tien, Renan Akawaki capture the title, second of the Pro Series of this year for Tien, second in the career for Akawaki. Of course, that's not where it stopped for Fangran Tien. She captures a second USTA SoCal Pro Series singles title as well. Straight sets in all of her matches. She dropped no more than 6 games in any of her matches as well. 2-1 today in the women's singles final. And just as your reminder, that means she's swept singles and doubles twice now on the USTA SoCal Pro Series. She did it in week 2. She does it again here in week 4. The 2023 NCAA singles champion, a rising star. And boy, has it been a privilege to watch her here this week on our broadcast. Of course, in the men's doubles, it was Eduardo Nava, Nathan Ponwith, your men's doubles champion. Second title on the year for this duo together. Were excellent in a straight set victory over Claveri. Godzik from 3-1 down in that second set. They take the last 5 games to clinch the title. And then, of course, as we just saw, Amni Kumar, title number 5. He wins the event without dropping a set. Will be right around top 400 in the world in next week's ATP rankings. Another fun week in the books. Of course, where we headed next? We're headed to Irvine, and specifically the Irvine Racket Club of Irvine, for week number 5. Plenty of fun players in the draw. Ponwith, Keegan Smith, Megan McRae's. Perhaps we'll end up seeing the Omni Kumars of the world as well now following this victory. Just plenty of intrigue. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brian Fenley, final thoughts on week 4? Any forward thoughts towards week 5 as well before we wrap today?
Well, our winner here at this event at Jack Kramer Club was Trevor Svajda a year ago. Now we've got our second year holding this event at this club, which, by the way, and with Omni Kumar winning it, this place has been amazing. Everything about it is world-class, state-of-the-art. You mentioned Peter Smith, Chris Boyer, everybody with USTA in the SoCal Summer Series, and everybody USTA Southern California and what they have done. But this really is a tennis oasis and a beautiful day and a beautiful week. We have earlier in this SoCal Series dealt with some up and down, some rainy, misty weather, but it could not have been more cooperative, our conditions and our climate this week. And we go on to Irvine, where the race to get, as you said, those qualifying wildcard spots in the BNP Paribas Open for next year are on the line in men's and women's singles.
Absolutely. So, 3 weeks still to go. Of course, we will be back next Saturday, continuing our coverage of this USTA SoCal Pro Series. We'll have semifinal action for you Saturday, finals for you all on Sunday, and the singles. Of course, we'll have the doubles finals for you all on Saturday as well. With that said, though, that'll do it for our coverage here of week number 4. Of course, a thank you, as Brian mentioned, to the USTA SoCal team, Chris Boyer, Peter Smith, everyone who helped make this week 4 possible. We appreciate it. Thank you to you, of course, Brian Fenley, for joining me. Thank you to our super producer, Daniel Westoff, for the job he does behind the scenes, making all of our coverage possible. With that said, again, we thank all of you who tuned in to week number 4 of the USTA SoCal Pro Series. But signing off for now for the fantastic Brian Fenley, our super producer, Daniel Westoff, and everyone who contributes to our broadcast. I'm Alex Gruskin. You've been watching our Cracked Rackets coverage of the 2023 USTA SoCal Pro Series. We'll see you all next week in Irvine. Thanks, everyone.